Good afternoon, my most amazing artists. Today, on this episode of Art with Miss Forrest, we are doing pop art donuts. This is the big version, and on the video, we're going to make a mini version. So, step one is to fold your paper into fourths. So that means we're going to fold it in half 2 times. Does not matter which way you fold it in half first, because we're going to fold it in half both ways. So I fold it in half one way. I like to open it back up before I fold it in half the other way too. Then when you open your paper back up, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Step 2. Using pencil first, trace the fold lines. That way you can see your 4 squares a lot easier. For pop art, we're going to draw the same picture 4 times. So we're going to draw the same shape for our donut 4 times in each of these squares. So I'm going to start with a big circle. I want my circle to almost go to the edges on the sides. And then I'm going to draw a little circle in the middle. I'm going to do that 3 more times. Big circle, little circle in the middle. That's our donut shape. Big circle, little circle in the middle. And one more big circle. Ooh, that one's really big. And a little circle in the middle. It's okay if your circles are not perfect. Donuts are not perfect circles. And it's okay if some of your donuts are a little smaller and some are a little bigger. The point of this is to just practice and have fun drawing the same sweet treat. Now we're going to add the frosting. This is the fun part. See how I was spinning my paper? I like to spin my paper a lot when I'm drawing things in a circle. So to draw I'm going to show you on the back the line I'm drawing. I'm drawing a curvy line like this. But on my donut, I want to draw that curvy line in a circle. So I'm going to kind of spin my paper around when I draw it on my donuts. All right, now that we practice, you can always practice on the back of your paper too. That is a great idea. Now that we practiced, we're going to try it on our donuts. So we're doing that curvy shape, curvy wavy line, and you don't have to do it fast. I'm not like spinning my paper while I'm drawing it, but just spinning my paper as I draw. I'm going to do that 3 more times. I'm going to pause the video. Hello again. Now that I have frosting on all 4 of my donuts, I'm going to start adding my color. For this art project, I picked 4 main colors. That's going to be the color of the frosting on my donuts. For my main colors, I picked robin's egg blue, magenta, green, this is dark green, and purple. And my purple crayon lost its wrapper. But that's okay, because wrapperless crayons work even better sometimes. I'm going to start by coloring in my frosting. To color my frosting, I am going to use a lot of pressure when I trace that wavy line, because I want the wavy line to be a lot darker than the rest of my frosting. It's okay if it's not perfect. And then I'm going to use lighter pressure. So I'm holding the crayon a little bit looser while I color in my frosting. I want to color in my frosting lighter because I want to be able to put some sprinkles on top. And so if I color it too darkly, I won't be able to put the sprinkles on top. And I definitely want sprinkles on top of my pop art donuts. Alright, I'm going to use a different color for my sprinkles. I want to use magenta for this first donut. And when I draw my sprinkles, I press really hard. And I'm drawing in like a little circle. It's almost like polka dots. And then looking for any spots where I think I could use another sprinkle. That looks good. This first donut, I want to make it a chocolate donut. So I'm going to use brown to color my actual donut. And just like I do when I'm drawing, I like to spin my paper when I'm coloring in a circle too. And I might even draw or trace the line inside and the line outside, just to make my donut pop. That's why we call it pop art. We want it to pop off the page. Okay, I am going to color my other 4 donuts using blue frosting, green frosting, and magenta frosting. But I'm going to pause my video. I'll be back. Hi again. Now that all my frosting is colored in, I am going to use a different color on top to make the sprinkles. For example, I might use blue to make blue sprinkles on top of my pink frosting. And again, to make my sprinkles, I'm just doing little circles. Just kind of moving my crayon quickly in a little circular movement. And then I want to do purple sprinkles on my green frosting, because I like the way purple and green look together. I actually like the way all 4 of these colors work together. That's why I picked them. But you can pick any colors you want for your project. Maybe you want to think about complementary colors, like red and green and yellow and purple and orange and blue. On my blue donut, I am going to use green sprinkles. I was trying to figure out which color I didn't use yet. So I'm trying to use all 4 colors in all 4 pictures. That way I have both repetition of the same picture and variety of different colors. Now, I want some of my donuts to be chocolate. I'm going to make this donut chocolate too. And I want some to be vanilla, so I'm going to use apricot for my vanilla donuts. I'm going to pause my video while I color my donuts. I was just thinking while I was coloring in my donuts, if you want to use bright colors for your donuts too, you totally can. That would be even better pop art, I think. So don't feel limited to the colors that Miss Forrest is using. You can always put your own creative spin on it. To make the backgrounds, I am going to use those same 4 colors, but I'm going to use a different color on each. So since I already used magenta and purple on that first one right here, I'm going to make my background either green or blue. Let's use blue for this first one. So I'm coloring lightly in the middle, and then I'm going to color a dark line around the outside, again to try to make it pop. And I'm going to color this whole square blue. Each square is going to be a different color. That's really going to make it look like pop art or screen printing. might draw a dark line along the edges too to separate the colors. When I color all the way to the edge, I like to hold on to the edge of the paper so it doesn't get like flapped up. All right, and then let's see, I'll probably use green behind this donut, purple behind this donut, and magenta behind this donut. Again, I'm gonna pause my video while I color. And now I have finished coloring my pop art donuts. But in looking at them, there's one more thing I want to do, because I remember I was saying I wanted to use all four of my main colors in each part. So I'm looking for which color I didn't use here. Oh, purple. And I'm gonna do some polka dots in the background. And these dots I'm gonna make a little bit bigger than my sprinkles. I can't wait to see what colors you choose and the artistic and creative choices you make in your artwork in the art room. I'm going to pause my video again while I do polka dots on the background of each of my donuts. There is my completed pop art mini donuts. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy making this kind of art too. I love pop art. It's so much fun. And yeah, I hope you had fun too. Bye. Until next time, friends.